how far I've come from relying on a little bit of this and that to get through my days. Welcome back to the journey of Benjamin, the bright young thing. We saw a lot last time we got into this, and now Benjamin has to figure out his own path, separate from his father's and separate from Robert the Glorious, to see where things will go. I finished early. Here's my pay, and more vitality is mine. Perhaps if I work hard enough, things will go somewhere, anywhere. But that's right, I wanted to work on my dedication. How could I have forgotten? Well then, I might as well study with some passion. Surely this glimmering must be a sign of something. My dedication haunts me, and it brings me restlessness. The Grail has touched me with her wonderful fingers. It's almost time to perform the work and begin the changes, but I must have enough Grail aspect. Exploration might find more. Exploration. Interesting. Exploration, you say? I will go out into the city and see what I find. But for now, let us dream. Can I dream of scholarship? No, it does not let me. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, if I must dream on something, I suppose my reason will allow me to wander in my dream. Often it's healthy to let the mind wander, I hear. But if I keep dreaming, sooner or later, some sort of monster will rise from my own fears. What's this? Another hireling. No, swindler! I have no need of your purposes. What are you? A moth? Yes, that describes you adequately. Get out of my sight. I need not give you my funds. I'm home now, with some funds and some more vitality. And I must continue to work. For my glimmering, I must raise my passion. The tigers of wrath are wiser than the horses of instruction. If I spend time studying what I've learned, I could increase my passion and gain skill. Excellent. For the next time I dream. For the next time I dream. Unfortunate that. Oh, what is happening? There was once a man who said the sleep of reason produced monsters. Often it is healthy to let the mind wander. Down I go into Harsalt's nightmare. I have even more vitality. That is something to be admired. But I am very fatigued. Perhaps I can start my work somewhere else. I will need... No, only a true adept, a no, may take this step. The no are those who have passed the stag door in dreams. So I must advance down the pathway of dreams, and I will need sufficient intensities of Grail in order to do it. So... I see that this is further required yet. Hersalt wrote of this. I've levered up floorboards and wriggled down snugly. Now I am compressed beneath them like a hidden corpse. The air stinks of hot dust. My mouth is full of splinters. This time I haven't learned what I hoped to learn, whatever that was. But I will fight my dread with reminders of contentment. That is what I have left to me. The drinks, the songs, the light, the arching walls, the smoke blue haze, the press and sway of clothed and unclothed figures. Feed my imagination. There are more windows in my soul, but sunlight is not the only thing that passes through a window. I've gained passion. Yes, and a skill. That is important. For a man cannot live forever off of just their vitality. One day he will be weak. I will need to study these introductories to the histories and the skeleton songs now that I know what I know. For even more vitality follows me up into the light. Followed by fleeting reminiscences. But I am reminded of my better days. And with multiple lessons learned, as I've learned from my studies of Robert the Glorious, one can advance one's skills. I will see how much that factors in. Let us see if a man of the Grail need also be a man of power. I am full of reminisce, and I have so many lessons learned, and I will go stronger. But my passion, my dedication, fights me in some ways. Gives me a sense of restlessness that I must constantly fight against, even though I reason in my dreams. Unhealth. No matter. My body ripples with power, for I have a hardened physique now. Let us see if that gives me arms of ire. I will work with speed and in silence. I don't fear injury. Yes, and my studies are open. Let us see what this introduction to histories is all about. The prologue warns at length of the inquiries of one Julien Cossele, a former colleague who Hersault now describes darkly as a worm of worms. It seems Corsely advised Hersley early in the writing of the book, but Hersault later became suspicious. Let us see what one might find there. But one must take care of oneself, must we not? Amethyst and the Underwater Show. I am familiar with your work. In fact, I am very familiar. Interesting. The right kind of rain, you say? Oh my. I have an affliction. That is not good. The others speak little to me, but now they nod when I pass. Here's my pay. Funds. Just more funds. My fatigued health. Cannot my scholarship grant me anything? I can work. No. No, but I cannot. I still must dedicate my health to this labors. For at least I am full of contentment. Perhaps that will aid with my fascination. Ah, but my affliction. Yes, I must deal with this. Her salt identifies blood, silver, design, and the worms as central axes of each of the histories, and claims that the so-called second history is the true one. This is a thirsty work. What does that say? Occult scrap? Secret histories are layered beneath the one we know. Exploring with the scrap of knowledge may find me something, eh? I would like to explore. And I will tell you what else I would like to study. The skeleton songs. In Arabella's introduction, she explains that the book was not to be illustrated, but that the Suppression Bureau would not permit it. It was to be illustrated, but there was never be a possibility there. She hints that the illustration still exists somewhere. The book is dedicated to Sir Percival of the Red Cup. The Red Cup is along my path. Perhaps it would be wise to investigate here and see where that leads. More funds. More fatigue. How far I've come from relying on a little bit of this and that to get through my days. And now I must give everything. Everything just to stay afloat. I must heal now. But what will I find? Study the skeleton songs, the 26 delightful fruits, the 7 chastisements, the 9 guardians, the 4 regrets. Excellent. This place merits closer. The hospital. I heard that Robert the Glorious once looked at the hospital, but found it difficult to make progress there. I will study the succulent lore. Certain words beg to be spoken. It is tempting to spend time in their consideration. Tempting and perhaps useful. So that's what I will do. I will study the succulent lore and see what it gives, what secrets it holds. All the while, my vitality grows. And I spend my life away on this labor. Clocks tick. Promising research. This project has possibilities. When research requirements appear, I must fulfill them to gain insight. If I gain 3 insight, I will succeed. Otherwise, I might fail. So, I need to continue to gain insight as I progress. Something about the hot and a fleeting reminisce. I have regained my health. I know not what to dream on. Perhaps my passion? The moonlit road? I am passionate, but I have no lore to give. Perhaps I will finish my lore soon. The Grail has touched me with her wonderful fingers. Exploration. 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 What about exploration? Interesting. For now, though, I must spend another night at a wounding consummation. Tonight, the performers pass along the audience, juggling knives or bottles of red glass, bending to bestow whispers or other gifts. I see. Intriguing. That? Ah, yes. This task occupies ever more of my attention, but at least my reason grows. Ah, and so does my vitality. I still have no lore to give. My vitality grows stronger and stronger. I will only have seconds. Seconds to capitalize on my vitality. An eighth of a second. Too late. Damn. Interesting. I must come home with new vitality. As my restlessness grows. Ah, erudition. I have none of that. I have none of that. Nothing but glimmering. Nothing but glimmering. What then do I explore? I need my lore back. I need my lore back. That's all that I can think of. As my vitality drains away, the progress I've made exists almost not. This time the research has failed. But I've learned something, I suppose. Gained some erudition. Something, I suppose. I will not let my vitality go to waste any longer. I will see what lies out there. As more of my vitality, as I give more and more of myself to this job, can I become a peak specimen? Is that what my goal is? I don't know right now. Can I explore the Grail? I cannot. I can explore with health, followers, secret histories, and locations. And I must spend more and more. The wreath, announces the master of ceremonies. The dancer undulates onto the stage, unfolding her arms. Live moths spill in a stream from her mouth. Odd that. There is now a buzzing in my brain. That cannot be healthy. I've gained a lesson learned, and I want another. It is interesting that I learn more and more from gruelingly punishing my body to obtain a pittance. You'd think with the iron constitution I have built in my days that I would have gained something out of this. But no, just more and more vitality. And more lessons learned. I wonder what this becomes. What a hardened physique will be one day. Will it be something I can rely upon to advance? I will need to stay home for now. for I am again filled with dread. The club knows how to ease my difficulties. I am filled with learned lessons, and my hardened physique requires all of them. I will grow stronger yet. I will be ready for what comes. But while I do, perhaps I should explore. I have no people. Let us see what is for sale. Traveling at Night, Volume T, Annotated Dream Journals of Christopher Ileby, sometimes called the only readable occultist, literate, entertaining, bewildering. This is the second volume. Sounds like a worthwhile thing. I shall bid. At the same time, I shall purchase a tincture of opium for my issues. I now have a sturdy physique. Haha, and something more. Reach a higher summit. That is interesting. I've grown strong, but I must still devote my health to a day's work. Once again, I will put my arms to use. But will this be at all meaningfully different than what I have dealt with previously? Someone else has matched my bid. No. Another acknowledgement. Will anyone match me? We'll see. My contentment grows. But still I push myself so hard to obtain a pittance. But I did get it. Traveling at night. There is an extensive discussion of the similarities between Eliphae's own dreams and those of the Emperor Elagabalus, who Eliphae regards as a dupe or an avatar of the sun in rags. The white is west of the world, Eliphae remarks, and winter does not wait forever. Interesting. Principle of the heart. The strength attracts comment. Not all the comments are compliments. I draw my pay and leave. I am fatigued. Full of vitality, but fatigued. I have so much health. So many things I have yet to do. Rest, recover, my desire, a way through the dream, or even just an ability. I'll dream again on it. Dedication, sensation. I've dedicated myself to the immoral pursuit of sensation. Upgrade this card further to make a sensation. I must be a true initiate. I must work with Grail. Interesting. I do not understand. But something has happened here. Something. Alright, Poppy. Fine. I accept. We will see where this goes, for my funds are running dry. I cannot keep up with it all. We'll see if this patron has a way through on the next episode.